Okay. So negotiating a salary can be really awkward, but I do think that you have to know your worth. You also should do your research about the position that you're trying to either elevate yourself in or to begin with. Know what you're asking and why you're asking for it. I think employees will also know why you're asking for that. It's going to be a lot easier for an employer to kind of hear you out if you have concrete data of what you've produced in order to get that raise or get that higher salary on the front end versus just kind of going in there with, I think I deserve this, and not really knowing your why is really important.
So if I'm negotiating a salary, the first thing I want to do is make sure that I have completed my job requirements and just gone above and beyond. So if I'm going to negotiate my salary, I want to first make sure I have my position description and see all the details of what I'm supposed to accomplish. And so I would go through that with myself and make sure I'm going above and beyond to meet those requirements and do even better for the organization. I would also have a list of my accomplishments, how much I've been improving year to year, the great things I've done for the company. I would also find out who to talk to. So find whatever your supervisor is going to be the best person to help you make those steps, someone that supports you but also has access to making salary changes, and also just generally be aware of your company organization and the culture at the time. If your company is going through a lot of changes and there's been layoff recently, you might recognize this isn't a perfect time to ask for this raise, but if you see that your company is doing well, hiring new people, making a lot of great advances, that's a great time to ask for a raise.
I mean, to me, to negotiate a salary, I would just lay out points of why you feel like you deserve an increase. And honestly, you're never going to get an increase or get an answer. You just have to ask. If you don't ask, you're never going to know if you get the increase. Also, if the employer says no, maybe they can give you tips on why you're not receiving the increase and what you can do to better yourself as an employee.
So as far as salary negotiations go, a lot of our positions, especially those frontline clinical positions, are structured salary. So those you wouldn't be negotiating for, but of course as you gain more experience, you're going to be able to negotiate. And so for that, I would just say, just be, open and honest, and just have that crucial conversation with that recruiter or the hiring leader. You're going to know who's going to be able to make those decisions, and just make sure that you're ready to sell yourself, that you're ready to point out your experience and to point out why you are worth more. And so just have that backup and be able to clearly state your expectations and what you're going to bring to the table.